Hey everybody, we got hockey today. Hockey afternoon. Montreal Canadiens Rookies taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs Rookies. So it's a hated rival. So this should be a really exciting game. It's a bit of a different lineup. I've got the lineup today. I did not have that yesterday in time. It is for people that may be here. Is anybody here? And I don't know. Is it saying? Oh, it's over on that side. Yes, there are people. If you're here thinking I'm showing the game, I am not. But if you do want to watch the game and you don't have RDS, because that's where you can watch it, it's on the web, Canadiens.com. Go there, and they're showing the game just with no commentary. So it's sort of like being there. You're not hearing any commentary, but you hear the sounds of the game. All right, I have some thoughts on yesterday's game. And yeah, I mean, we'll go there. I'll get back to you guys in the chat in a little bit. If you're here, say hi, leave a comment, say hi, let me know you're here, and we'll talk about before the game starts. We'll talk about yesterday's games. Okay, yesterday, Demidov was fantastic. He was when you see him playing with his peers, he is heads and tails above. So was Oliver Kapanen. So Kapanen and Demidov, fantastic yesterday. So you can see look, I'm not as sold on Kapanen as I obviously am on Demidov, but I'm going to speak for Demidov here and maybe for Kapanen. In 2-3 years, what you saw him doing last night, you're going to see him doing in the NHL. For the next 1-2 years, you're going to see him building to that, in my opinion. And if he can pull that off in this season coming, amazing, just amazing. And Kapanen looks fantastic. Is he ready fully for the NHL? I don't know, but amongst his peers, cream of the crop. So was Florian Xhekaj. A little on the, but so was Florian Xhekaj. Looked fantastic, and that was the trio last night. Demidov and Kapanen, 1 goal, 2 assists, and Xhekaj had a goal. Jacob Fowler had as they say, a clean sheet in his a little bit over 30 minutes. And if the Habs did like the Jets did and kept Fowler in, so the starting goalie in the whole game, Montreal wins this game. Yes, last night. In my mind, without a doubt, Vigvanigs was not very good. So I think Montreal wins. I'm not saying Fowler wouldn't have given up a goal, but he wouldn't have lost the game. Adam Engstrom looks NHL ready. Looked good last night. David Reinbacher needs to get a little bit more physical and get a little meaner. I think, and I've said this already, I think Reinbacher plays in the AHL next season for at least half or not more, depending on injuries and stuff. But I think Engstrom might be a little ahead of him NHL ready-wise. Tuck looked pretty good. Maybe NHL ready, but Tuck looked pretty good out there too. I really liked what I saw from him. He was involved in a lot of stuff. That's all I could think of off the top of my head, to be honest. Protz. Owen Protz delivered some big hits, which is what you want to see from Owen Protz. So yeah, there were some really good signs. I thought for the first almost first half of the game, Montreal was the better team. And then sometime in the second period, the Jets picked it up, and they definitely played a lot better after that. And their goalie was good. But I think if it was Fowler, Montreal wins the game. So there you go. Let me see who's here. If you're here, let me what do you think of what I just said? And yeah, okay, here's the let's do that. You're right. Demidov is not in the game. Very disappointing. I didn't think he was going to be in the game, but this is what I ask on that. Why? Why isn't Demidov in this game? It's Toronto. Big rival. Like, why is it? I don't get that. Honestly, I don't. But that's how it is. So here's the lineup for tonight for the Montreal Canadiens Rookies. You got Kapanen centering Xhekaj and Beck. You got Vincenz Rohrer. Looked good as well. Rohrer, I forgot about him. With Tuck and Thorpe. Got Machar, with Goryanov and Dunlap. Dineen with Estapa and Wang. Dineen looks like he's pretty good on the bottom six defensive side. You got Engstrom and Reinbacher again together. Protz and McNeil, McGowan and Handel. That's your lineup tonight. Your starting goalie is Fowler, and backing him up is Arseny Radkov. So we'll probably see Radkov for the second half of the game and Fowler starting. And there you go. Let's see. We got some comments. So, by the way, thank you, Zolak. Thank you for the comment. I appreciate that. And then you got Zach. Hey, Zachary, how's it going? Yeah, well, playing the Leafs. May the best team win there, Zachary. Very excited for the Leafs rookies, as I'm sure you are, as I would be if I was a Leafs fan. I'm very excited again to see the second game for this young Habs squad and see how that goes. In my opinion, says Zolak, the Leafs would have tried to hurt him. Hurt who we talk about now? Wait, Demidov? You think that's what they're worried about? I can tell you this: you've got Florian Jacki out there, and you've also got Tuck. These are two very tough guys. If Jacki is playing on Demidov's line, I don't think I'm too worried about him getting hurt by one of the Leafs. To be honest with you. Urban, hey Urban, how's it going? No Demidov today. I'm just as disappointed, believe me. Demidov very quickly becoming like Lane Hudson was last season. He's not in the lineup. Oh no, like that's your very like there's so many good players, but man, you can focus on these guys as you know you want to see them. And if they're not there, it's disappointing. Thank you there, Zachary. Appreciate it. Zachary is a Leafs fan, but he's a good Leafs fan, and he's very welcome here, and nobody bug him about that. Zachary's a good guy. Hey there, Joe from the future. How's it going, Joe? Good to see you out there, as always. Wish he was playing. Yeah, no, listen. When I didn't think he was going to be in the lineup, or really didn't. And I didn't have the lineup till 10, 15 minutes before the game, or I came on air. So I didn't. I don't get that. That was bad terminology. Don't get that wrong. And when I saw it, I was okay. It's too bad. Demidov gonna be great if he can play the way he played last night in the NHL, and I am one who think that he can. Yeah, he's gonna be great. I believe a kid that can play like that. If you can translate that level to the NHL and he can do those things, that's 100-point player, right? That's 100-point player. Anybody want to tell me differently? I don't see how. That's 100-point player. Top line winger, 100-point guy. They're about to face off. The game is on YouTube. The catch is, oh yeah, I forgot that yesterday. I found out after the Jets had this on YouTube. So if you want to watch, like Zachary, if he doesn't have it on a regular channel, go to YouTube, Leafs channel, and they're showing it as well. It's their broadcast, so it would be different. That's the only, but it's a broadcast, right? Honestly, I'd probably prefer it, and it's not a knock on French because I'm watching it on RDS. They do a fantastic game. I'm not knocking them, but I'm not used to it in French, and I got to get used to it. By mid-season, I'll be used to it. But right now, I think I'd rather watch the Leafs channel. But I'm not going to because I got to get used to this. All right, we're already almost a minute in. They're not showing any. Oh, there's no shots and no score, obviously. I'm very interested to see Kapanen without Demidov tonight, though, and see how he looks compared to last night. Oh, I should take this down. No, it's good that people see that. Game is on. It's been we're a minute and 20 seconds in. Demidov was God, like in last. He was. Demidov was a god last night against his peers. Remember that. That's guys his age. And I'll tell you what, anything less than that performance would have been very disappointing by Demidov. But at least you see, right? He's as advertised, the moves, the hands, it's all there. And he had chemistry with Kapanen. So that was really good. And Jack Eye as well. Jack Eye not going to surprise me if he makes the team out of camp. It's not going to surprise. I'm not saying he will, but it's not going to surprise me if he does. He also brings a lot to the table. Imagine having the two Jack Eyes in a lineup when you're playing one of those rough and tumble teams. Samuel Adius, you can go. You know what? I'm not letting you in. Nutcase. I don't like nutcases. Stay. I've been banning this guy for 5-6 years now. He's a nutcase. He keeps finding a way back. Well, listen. Watching the game is more important than me. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do some play-by-play, but I was rusty yesterday, and I don't like when I'm bad at something, and I tend not to do it. So I'm gonna try. And if not, I'll try to be a little more vocal and talking through it more than I did last night. So it just gets harder by the third period because I'm tired. I'm old, and I'm always going to use that as an excuse. But no, it does make it's a little bit. It's easier if Matt was here with me, which I get why he's not. It's he can't doesn't have access to the studio. Hopefully that will be soon. It's a little easier when I've got somebody with me. Sorry, Joe. I seem to like to keep your comments up there. All right, what we got here? We got almost we got a little over 3 minutes in. 2 shots for Montreal. They just blew the whistle. I don't know why. I'd know why if I put the sound up. And no score, obviously, or I would have jumped at something or been like, they scored. They're showing Pascal Vincent on screen. You know what? I like this guy as the Laval coach. I do. He knows what it is to be he was a head coach in the NHL. I like the approach he brings. They're in line with what Montreal is doing, and he's a good development coach. So I know one day we're going to lose him. I just hope we have him for a while. Oh, who is that? Sapa, nice shot from the left side of the slot, middle of the mid slot. I don't know if he hit the net or not, but anyways, no goal. So crowd's into it. Was there a big hit? Oh, there's a little bit of a board battle fight. Estapa and Kressler. So Estapa and Kressler, they're having a little bit of a scuffle. Not too many punches thrown. Mostly holding on and pushing and shoving and pulling. And now broken up. So a minor, I don't know, it's a minor scuffle. No clear winner. But it gets the blood going. The game, William, if you want to watch it on the Leafs channel on YouTube, they're showing it. If you go to Canadiens.com, they're showing it without commentary and RDS. Those are your 3 choices. The Leafs channel, if you're English, is better than not seeing it. Turn the volume down. But if you're going to just turn the volume down, you can go to Canadiens.com. You get all the sounds of the game without the commentary. I mean, not much of a fight. I don't know Estapa very well at all. So there's a few of these guys I don't really know. No problem, William. Happy to help. Don't forget about us for later and other things. And hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate that. But happy to get you to watch the game and all that. I would never tell somebody, no, stay here. Don't go actually watch the game. Oh, a quick chance right in front of the goal by a Leaf and a good save by Fowler. Fowler, positionally, for a kid his age, like just so good. Just so good. Fowler is going to be a really like sky's the limit for him and how great he might be. Hard to say for sure. Not here in the NHL yet, but man, his ceiling is high. I'm really happy with that pick of Fowler and having him here. Hey, Marcus, can anyone stick a link in the chat? No, it can't in the chat, but just go to YouTube. You can get to the Toronto Maple Leafs channel, and they're showing it. Go to Canadiens.com, simple. They're showing it without commentary, or if you have RDS. But it's RDS, not on their YouTube channel. But sorry, you can't put links in the chat. We are just over 4 minutes in. 2 shots for Montreal, 1 for the Maple Leafs. Right now, plays in Montreal zone. It's going to come out, but Toronto has possession and stole it at the blue line. Shot. I think it went wide. I don't know who stole it. I don't know everybody's numbers and all that. Leafs have it. They get it out. Nope, doesn't come out at the blue line. It gets stopped and sent back in. And then either it went out over the glass or anyway, blown down. We'll have a face off somewhere around there. Leafs blue line. That was Beck that stole it and went in for the shot. Kapanen is the one that knocked the puck away. So again, Beck was pretty good. The only thing I didn't like Beck, he not good at the dot. Beck struggled at the dot last night. So, another fight. Drop gloves, and we're gonna get the fight. Who is this time? Ooh, some fists being thrown. $78. He played last night. I don't know the name. He's a lefty because he was throwing him, man. Sim is the Leafs guy. I don't know who the Hab guy is. They didn't say. Yeah, I just noticed Tuck is the captain tonight. He was last night as well. $78? Still can't tell. Yeah, 78. Man, they were throwing him. McNeil. He just went to the dressing room. I wonder why. Did they get misconduct? Game misconduct? Hard to tell because it's in French and I'm not sure what they're saying. Face-off is to the left of the Leafs goalie. Whistle for some reason to stop the draw. Telling the guys to move back, the wingers. No, do it again. They threw Rohrer. Rohrer is 96. They threw him out. And here is Thorpe took the draw. Leafs won it. But Habs got it from the slot. Oh, my God. A pass from the side of the net to the slot. I don't know if he hit the net even, or the goalie made a save, to be honest. I didn't see. Both teams, some good, quick chances around the net. They've both been good that way. We are almost 5.5 minutes into the first. There's 2 shots apiece so far, but it's been really good so far. But this time from both sides, the Leafs players are pretty good also. It took a while for the Jets guys last night to get their groove. Oh, good save by Fowler on a nice little pass to a rushing Leafs player right in front of the net. But Fowler came up with the save. Engstrom to Reinbacher to Mayshar. Mayshar took a shot at net. It bounced off a player into the corner. Where's it? Back up to the point. That's happening too fast for me right now, but I'll get it. Behind the Leafs net right now, picked up by a Hab. I don't know who it is. He gives it off to whoever tries to make a pass out of the corner. Goes off a player, but gets to Engstrom at the point. He shoots it at the net, bounces around, hits the goalie. Goalie saves it, and we got a face-off coming. How's that? It's happening too fast, right? I haven't done play-by-play in a while, so this is I'm not used to it anymore. Can you tell? I think you can tell. We got a commercial break now, so far so good. What do you guys out there think? And I see it's good to see 23 people in the room. Say hi if you haven't yet. I appreciate that as well. Yesterday, there were ridiculous amounts of people, mostly coming in to see if I was showing the game. I'm not, obviously. And today it's football, so I knew there would be way less people doing that. So, yeah, it's still pretty good at 24. Hopefully you're having a good time. If you are, hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, maybe, if you're liking it, hit that subscribe button. And I do all the Habs games all season, all 82 games and playoffs. So, and preseasons. So, you don't want to watch alone and you want to hang out with a group of people, this is the place to be. Hey, Guru, how's it going down there, Guru? So far, so good here. This is a good first period. So I'm enjoying it anyway. What's that? Harvey Pinard doing a commercial for Gillette. Delivering pizza. I know why delivering pizza. His family has a restaurant. I don't know if you're seeing the same commercial I'm seeing though. Well, answered that. Okay, awesome. Yeah, some good passing and some good chances. I think the Habs are a little bit better in this period so far, but the Leafs have been playing well too and getting chances. Dangerous ones too. Pexa is the Leafs goalie. Never heard of him. If I have heard of him, I forgot. Habs are in the Leaf zone right now. In the corner, number 66, don't know the name. Tuck is there with it. He just got the puck. Side of the net into the corner. He's kind of holding the other guy off. Up to the point, over to the side, a shot. I heard it go off the glass, so didn't hit the goalie. Reinbacher has it right now in the neutral zone. He sends it up. The player missed it, so we're going to get a icing call here. 7 minutes in, exactly 13 minutes left in the first. Shots are 3-2 and no score. So far, so good. But this time, very different. The Jets players last night, first period, they weren't that good. The Leafs players are playing. So this is a much better game so far. We're just 7 minutes in. Leafs win the draw. Shot comes in from the point, but it gets bounced around a little bit. Comes out over the line. Habs have it, not cleanly. Sent to the other side. Nobody there. Leafs pick it up. Over our line. Taken away by Montreal. Behind the net. Stolen by Leaf. Gets a little bit of a chance at the net, but Habs have it back. In the corner, coming out of that, up to the line. Wang over the line. One Wang over the line. Sweet Jesus. Oh, did I say that? I'm sorry. Oh, chance. Oh, my God. How did that not go in? Oh, my God. That was a really close chance. I don't know how that didn't go in. Did the goalie save it or something else happen? I couldn't tell, to be honest. Some good pressure here by Montreal. Florian Jack with it. Shot at the net. Hit a skate. Comes back to the line. Prots over to his partner. He lost it. And the Leafs couldn't really break it out. Habs back the other way. Pass all the way to the goalie. Leafs behind their net. Guy's going to hang on to it as there's some changing up happening, I imagine. They come out with it. The red line over our blue line. Drop pass, shot. Fowler makes the save. Habs get it back behind the net. And now they got it in the corner, coming up with it. Can't get it out over the line, and then does. That was Reinbacher. It gets like a high pop out back to our zone. There, along the board. Is it McGowan? Is that his name? Number 54? I think the only black player on the Habs team, but so you can know him that way, number 54. I think it's McGowan. Who seems to be a defenseman. I don't know anything about him, to be honest with you. There's a few guys here I really don't know anything about. So we're getting a stoppage in play. 10:23 left in the first. 6 shots to 3 for the Leafs players. No score. And I'm taking my break, but I'm still here just giving my face a break from being on camera because my camera tends to break whenever my face is on there too long. Just saying. I don't know. I don't think my camera likes me. Anyway, so far so good. You guys are quiet. What's your impression so far? Montreal is playing really well, but I mean, I think so are the Leafs players. They're playing pretty good. I don't like saying that, by the way, but you got to call it for what it is. I also kind of think, and if you got here early and you saw the trailer video that I left there, I had the Leafs finishing, I think, second in the Atlantic. I think I might have got that wrong. I think they might finish a little lower with less points. They're going to have a drop off. And I think Montreal and the Leafs are going to be pretty close in the standings when the season ends. I didn't analyze it right. And then when I heard some other people, not just one place, but some other people reanalyze or analyzing it their way, I went, yeah, I didn't think of some things. And I think they do have that drop off. But they're rookies right now in this game look pretty good. Mike Bishop, I have no idea. I'm very disappointed. My opinion is this actually is the one guy that is here in this game that is going to play 82 games, not good, hopefully with Montreal, is Demidov. So they didn't want to overplay him because he's got preseason. They're probably making the play. Like, I think that's it because he never played an 82 game season before. So I'm going to assume that's it. I'll tell you what, the team is playing well without him. So one guy I haven't noticed more as much as I would have thought is Kapanen. And they just mentioned his name. That's funny. But definitely Kapanen and Demidov have some chemistry, and I think in the main training camp, I think they're going to be a game where you see Kapanen centering Demidov and to see what they've got there. You know what? Mad freedom, that's not a bad point, but I think that might even be part of it. But I think what I said too is part of it, but that's a good point. Davidoff was so good they had to let the other play without him so we can see him shine too and see him a little more. And you know what? I don't think that's a bad take at all. Thing is, I mean, do we know? I don't know, but I think that makes a lot of sense too. So in the when they're thinking of the whole picture, but I kind of think it's the 8 games, and then that's like a benefit, what you're saying, of the fact that we can't really have him play both games, and we want to see Kapanen on his own and see what he can do. And I think that's a valid point. We're going to see Demidov a lot. I don't think there's a problem there. And these games mean nothing, really, right? They don't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. Although to me, this one meant more than last night. So I hope this one they win. Last night, I think with Fowler the whole way won that game. So if they win today, I'm going to say they would have won both games if they would have left Fowler in that. And the Jets left Fowler left their goalie in all games. So I don't know why Montreal couldn't. I mean, Vanix, did you see his actual numbers in the queue? They weren't good. So let him sit. Let him get the experience of being there. That's it. But that's me. I want to see Fowler. You know, believe me, I like Monty. I really like him. But does Monty have the potential that Fowler has? No, not even. No. So I want to see Fowler here as soon as possible, but not rushing him. Conservative. He's going to be. Yeah, he's going to be. I believe, but it needs to be played out. Obviously, I believe Fowler has the potential to be in that class of a Carey Price and a Patrick Roy and a Ken Dryden. That kind of class. He does have to play his career before we know. But man, this kid has all the signs of that. I I was young when the team of the '70s was built, so it didn't impact me at the time what they were doing. But I can see the similarities now as an adult, what they did there back then and what they're doing now. The mindset is the same. The focus and the stick-to-itiveness to the plan is the same. And the results are starting to show that they may also be the same. Another good save there by Fowler at the side of his net. Fowler, he holds his net. It's strong. The words aren't coming. The term I want to use isn't coming to my head, but I mean he's strong in his crease and positioning and tracking the puck, and he's got so many of those qualities, if not all of them, and he just has to hone them until they're NHL ready. And I don't think he's far. I think one season in Laval, and I think he's challenging for the start for a job on the team the next training camp. Now that's to be everything breaks the right way for him this year and all that. We don't know, but that's what I think. If everything breaks right, it all breaks good, not breaking bad. There's really good pace tempo in this game. I like the fact that these guys are playing, with and intensity. The rivalry between these two teams is here in this game too with these rookies. I like that. It seems to me the Habs players, and I don't know if it's bias, but they seem a little bit more intense, and I think they are the slightly better team so far in this game, in a game where both teams are good. I didn't even know. I'm talking so much. They're on a power play. I didn't even know that. It's typical for me, right? More concerned with you guys in the chat and what you're saying and having the conversation than sometimes what's on the ice and happening. I always do that when I'm in a good mood. No more bad moods for Rick this season. That Rick is gone. And it's going to be a fun season, I think. So I think it's going to be easy to be really happy when we're watching hockey. Got a whistle because we got a little Thorpe and someone else pushing and shoving. Chadwick for the Leafs, but nothing happened. Refs got in the way. We have the female ref. I think is back. I think she did a good job last night. So very interesting last night. A female ref and a female lines person. So that was really interesting. And you know what? Good to see. I'm really, I don't see why women can't be refs and lines people. I don't see why at all. So good to see that the NHL agrees, I guess, because they were there. So I'm happy for that. And yeah, I was surprised. I hadn't heard anything about that, so that was a surprise to see. But a pleasant surprise. And the NHL doesn't give too many pleasant surprises these days, right? Am I talking too much, or because I'm talkative today? That's what happens in an afternoon game, right? I don't mind afternoon games because they're not they don't happen that often, but I think afternoon games aren't too bad every now and then. It depends. If it's 1 o'clock, no, I've 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I actually don't mind. But when we do those games like Super Bowl when they're 1 o'clock, although last year I think they were a little different. But when I don't like 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock game. Like I don't like anything after 9 o'clock or eight. Personally, 8 o'clock. Anything after eight, I don't really like. I do believe we're getting a break on one of those. Either Vancouver or San Jose. We're getting an afternoon game on the coast instead of a night game, which is good. Like a 4 o'clock start. Well, you guys are quiet, but I see we still got a lot of people in the room. I hope I figure maybe a lot of people are either watching with the sound off, or they could be talking to myself. And then a lot of people are also doing stuff while it's on. So whatever. I'm still going to talk. It's 4-on-4 hockey here, by the way. After that, whatever happened there. Shots are now 8-6 in favor of the Leafs. There's still no score, and we're down to 5 minutes now left in the first. Oh, chance inside of the net, then in front, and the goalie stands strong, and that's Montreal getting the chance. And the Leafs goalie Peksa looking pretty good. Looking pretty good, like the Jets goalie. And I imagine that's their top prospect goalie, getting the start like we have with Fowler. I mean, I don't know that I'm pleased that they've got a good goalie, their young goalie, but they do, looks like. They just flashed something. Jack, I didn't get a chance to read it. We're tied up in shots right now at 8 after they got two shots there. Face-off was won by the Leafs, but it's in that corner. Um, yeah, I'm too slow, but there was a nice little takedown by Montreal of one of the Leafs players in the corner. Leafs have it in their zone. Defenseman to defenseman. It's behind the net right now. Waiting for coming out now. Crawford. Crawford? Over our line. Nice stick knockdown by, and then going around the player. I don't know who that is, but that was nice. Is that Beck? I think that was Beck. It is Beck. And then he's already into the offensive zone. Was that Reinbacher? No. Somebody got a nice shot there, but didn't get a goal. But nice work there by Beck. It's Danford, not Crawford. He knocks the puck down in midair and then gets it out of there. That's really that was good work. Beck to me, not a top six, but Beck has good potential as a third line center that can maybe have can contribute, and if not, definitely a fourth line center that's going to be quality. Defensively. Beck just strikes me as that. He's a bottom six guy, in my opinion, but I think he's going to be a quality bottom six guy. Is he ready for the NHL yet? I don't know. I don't think they have a spot yet for him because Kapanen looks like he might be more so. I don't know if there's a spot there this year unless there's an injury. And there might be. It might happen. But he is, amongst his peers, he looks pretty good. Back on the screen. By the way, I'm wearing my Talking Habs t-shirt. I keep pointing down to the merch store, but I've got these available here. These are all Canadian, made in Canada, going to be shipped from Canada because I'm shipping them from my place. And they're available. They're just $15 plus shipping. And I believe anywhere in Canada, it's just $22 for the shipping anywhere, and you could add more than one shirt in that box. I think I could do maybe 3 in one box to save on shipping. But I've got these available, plus the ones. Wait, what are they? Right behind me, right there. Those two. I have those available right now. $15 plus shipping. If you're interested, let me know by sending me a text. Not a text, an email at talkinghabs@gmx.com. That link is in the description. You got to scroll a little bit to get it. But talkinghabs@gmx.com. I've got some of these t-shirts to move. They're as cheap as I've ever offered them. So let's if you're looking, they're great for Christmas. So yeah, let me know. Big hit there by Estapo on Danford. There was a good chance there for Reinbacher. They're just showing some replays. Yeah, Sapa looks like he plays a rough physical game. Good to see a bunch of Habs prospects that you don't push them around. No time. I think and the talent level is there as well. So it's not just we got a bunch of goons, but we got a bunch of players that can play hockey that can also play tough. You can't push them around, and I love that. That's been the draw here. Linebacker over to the board. Back to I think it's Beck who has it now. Comes out over the line though, unfortunately. Linebacker in the neutral zone up to whatever it got past them, but in the corner, Habs player got it, sent it around from the half wall, Kapanen cross ice to I don't know who it was, but nothing came of that. Leafs with it, they break it out through the neutral zone, dump it into the corner, behind the net to the other corner. Still, nobody really came up with it yet. Now the Leafs did. A little centering pass that was swiped at but missed, and now the Habs break it out. Kapanen going into the corner sort of to get it. Does it come up with it? Nope, Leafs come up with it. They break out. Zone over the blue line. Shot on net. Fowler can had the angles covered, and it goes wide. But I think that might have gone off his blocker and gone into the corner. And then they whistled it down, so maybe it went out too. I would imagine it did. So there you go. Right now, we got a minute 35 left in the period. There's no score. Shots are 10-8 for Montreal, and that's where we're sitting right now. Now, I was going to say that wasn't a shot then for Toronto, but it could have, because if it hit his blocker, it was outside the goal, so it would have gone wide. So that's not a shot. Oh, how Toronto just scored. How? I don't know. That was weird. I got to see that. Christina, there is. Go to either, you got two choices. Canadiens.com. How'd that go in? That was a good shot by the guy. Fowler didn't see it at all. Wait, I got to see this. Oh, I think that fooled Fowler completely. Yeah, it went on his right side. You go to Canadiens.com. You're going to see it, but without the commentary, but you get the sounds of the game. Or you can go to the Leafs YouTube channel. They have it with their commentary. Those are your two choices. Unless you have RDS, then go there, but I imagine you don't. I can't put a link, by the way, in the description. Yeah, there's a filter that blocks that. Less than a minute to go in the first. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that goal. Either he didn't pick it up early enough, or listen, he's going to let in a bad goal every now and then. He's not perfect. But I got to say, that's a bit on Fowler, that goal. It was a good shot, but I don't know. All right, 50 seconds left in this first period. Those kind of last minute goals suck. It'll be interesting to see how, or if that affects them coming out of the second. I would hope it doesn't. Trying to listen to what they're saying. I'm a Fowler and Markable. Okay, face off here over the Canadiens blue line. I don't know who won that, but the Leafs sent it in to the Habs zone. We try to clear it. Leafs send it back in. Pick it up along the boards and have steal it back. And they break it out. Over the blue line of the Leafs. There's Dunlap. Who gets it here? Fighting for it along the boards right now. Leafs come up with it. They dump it in. They dump it right at Fowler. And that's it. Period over. So it's 1-0 Leafs after one period of play. Oh well. Anyways, it's early. A lot of hockey left, and game doesn't need me that much. I'd like to see Reinbacher play a little more physically. He needs to be a little meaner and hit more. I'll tell you quite frankly, if he doesn't, I think that keeps him out of the off the big team this season, at least to start. He's going to have to go back and be a little bit more physical and get a little leaner. He's a big boy, got a big body. I feel he needs to use it more. What do you guys think out there? Give me some feedback. I would appreciate that. Besides, we got an intermission. We have, I don't know if they're doing 15 or 18, but 18 minutes, I'm going to say, till they're back. Maybe 17 at this point, but we got some time to chat. Or in my day, man, let's rap, man. We got some time to rap a little bit. Let's rap. But I'm a hippie from the back in the 70s. Nobody wants to talk to me though. I mean, I'm going to start getting a complex about that. All right, what do I have to talk about? I've got a lot to talk about, I guess. I will advertise my new podcast. It's not a pod. I'm not going to call it a podcast. My new show, not here though, not on Talking Habs. It's going to be on Don't Puck with Media. That is our I say our because I have partners over there. Second channel, so I'm part of a second channel. If you don't know that already, the link is in the description. Head over there, subscribe when you have a chance. Subscribe, and then you will be notified when my new show starts. It's going to be called not Talking Habs. It's going to be called Habs Then and Now. I'm going to be doing um, in the title a then and now thing. So it'll start. I'll be talking about some old stuff, stuff I saw, stuff from my day that I have an opinion on, or I have something to say about it, and then whatever's going on, at the moment. So it'll be like a two-part thing. Start with the then, get to the now. That's starting October 3rd. And I'm not sure if it'll be um, available to you till the 4th, but I haven't decided when I'm going to release it. But look for that. And I have everything planned out. I'm going to be talking about, let's see, the Rogie Vachon trade when I was a kid was huge, and it was a big part of why I became a Habs fan. Hang on, I have everything here. I can't remember. I'm going to talk about, my first hockey game was the Golden Seals. Saw the Golden Seals. I don't remember if it was California Golden Seals or the Oakland Seals, but I saw them with with the Gumper and net. And I'm going to read from a book that I am still writing about how I fell in love with hockey. It's poetry, but it's I think it's good. And let's see, and maybe do talk about Ken Dryden a little bit, and then the now part. Well, that'll depend on what exactly is going on. It'll just be just before the games start. A few days before the season starts, and we'll talk about what's. I'll talk about what's going on. It won't be live. It'll be a show, and hopefully you guys will like it, and hopefully you guys will watch. But head over there to Don't Talk with Media, hit that subscribe button, and you'll be notified when it comes out. So I'd appreciate that. Plus, over there, we're trying to hit 300 subscribers, and we need a little help. So if you head over there and hit that subscribe button, you'll be helping us out, and appreciate that. And that's our it's an NHL channel. We cover the whole NHL, but that'll be the first Habs show on there. We're trying to build. If you are a person that wants to do a podcast of a team, we're still looking for a Habs podcast, but a team of any team in the league, we're looking to have a podcast for every team in the league. If you might be interested in that, let me know at the email that I gave before, talkinghabs@gmx.com. And we go from there. if you thought of it, it's your chance to learn how to do a podcast, and it's a lot of fun. You might like it a lot. All right, nobody wants to talk to me. Still, like nobody. Are you all like in the bathroom, or did you all go make a sandwich? Take the dog for a walk? Like, what's happening here? Yeah, well, I have them in my ear loud. I don't know why I left it up like that. Please, give me a headache. Did I turn comments off? I didn't turn comments off. What's going on? What's going on out there, man? It's not like everybody left. There's still 28 people or 26, 28 people in the room. So no excuses, eh? I could always sing. If nobody wants to talk to me, I could always sing. I don't know how good that would be though. I don't sing anymore. And I never sang very well to start with. I haven't done a music video in a while. Nothing's really popped out at me. They go because that's what happens. I hear something, I get a lyric, and I go, oh damn it, I got to do that. That hasn't happened in a long time, and I'm not sure whether I'm happy about it or not happy about it. I'm leaning toward happy about it. Guru, they do so far. But both teams do, which is better than yesterday because after the first period yesterday, it was clear the Habs were the better team, and it took the Jets a little bit into the second period for them to start looking like yeah they're playing. And but here both teams are playing well. I just think Montreal slightly better, and it could be my bias, but they're both playing well. And it's good to see. I love seeing because a lot of years, man, we get up for these games and the Habs they just don't look that great. That's not the case this year. That's for sure. You can see that there's depth building there. There's depth players and their quality. It's not like well, that's the body. You know, there's some quality kids here, and that's not everybody, right? The college uh, guys they can't be in this, so there's no college players, and we've got some good players that are in college. So the future looks bright. Future looks bright. That's my opinion. We got 10 and a half minutes, a little more than that, left in this intermission. Right now, my back is hurting from sitting so much in my chair, and we got at least what? How long in there? We're an hour in. We got at least another hour and a half to go. But if they're playing the whole way through this game, like this first period, it's going to be fun. It'll be close, and third period is going to be pretty exciting, if you ask me, because the rivalry is still there between these two teams. You can see that by the fights already. We've had like two, and like a few almost fights. So you can see that intensity is there, uh, rivalry wise for these guys. So I like seeing that in that, especially for Montreal it shows that they kind of either got guys that really want to be here from Montreal, and know of all the history and the rivalry, or they've taught it to these guys once they're drafted, and they've done a good job. And it looks like the Leafs have kind of done that too. Yeah, I don't want to say good things about the Leafs. I don't like doing that. But you got to give credit where credit is due, and the Leafs rookies are playing pretty good. In a barf bag case when I say something like that, at least I can grow up in it. Yeah. Yeah. But you're talking Habs mugs. This one is a Hab Normals mug. At that you have to get at the merch store. The good thing is that's all Canadian. It's done here in Canada and it's shipped out of Canada. And I'm Canadian, and so are my is my dog and my cats. And when you do shop and buy one of these, You help support. You help feed them. I'm running a special, by the way, at the merch store. You get a free mug, for your daily fix of Blue Bar Rouge mug. If you order $100 or more, it gets automatically added to your cart when your cart hits $100. So if you're interested to do that, or just buying a mug, it is Canadian. And believe me, for me, that's very important. The hats as well, by the way. The hats, Canadian, mugs, Canadian. The shirts do come out of the U.S., so if you don't like it, I'm I'm on stance right now for that. Everything else, American, I don't want nothing to do with it right now. But I am going to be moving to another place where I know everything is all the same designs and all that, and everything is made in Canada and shipped out of Canada, and it's for a non-American company. The one I'm using, Force Wall, they are like me, a dual citizen. They've got it's both, so you are, it is Canadian, but they're dual citizens. So if you really don't like American at all, well, I was born there, but I'm Canadian because my parents are both Canadians. So, and I've been here I'm 62. I've been here 58 years. So we moved back when I was 4. Yeah, and believe me, it's not lost on me that, like, if it were me and I was in your guys' shoes and you're saying, yeah, buy something out of the US, yeah, I might not do that, right? But these things at least are. So if you wanted a hat, you want a mug, that's Canadian. And I was really happy when I discovered that. I didn't know they made some things here and some things there. I did know it was a dual citizen thing, that's why I picked them. That was at the time when it was still okay, and now I don't know. But buy a hat and buy a mug, or buy one of these because this is all Canadian. Okay, I think I'll stop selling. So, how's things with you guys? How's your mom? Your mom's okay? I was trying to get a conversation going. No one's talking to me, so I'm feeling very silly, like talking to myself. That's the one thing about doing this, right? Like if you're, I am alone a lot here doing, and I talk to myself a lot. So, but at least here now, the camera's on. I could do exactly a little bit more talking to myself than usual during the day, but I can do that, and I don't have to feel that stupid. But it does still feel a little weird. Too much information there. Okay, well, I'm gonna hide off camera while I wait. Well, I'll still talk though. Probably a nonstop stream of verbal diarrhea, though. But still, I'm talking. All right, last night's game. Let's talk about Demidov. Let's talk about Ivan Demidov. Ivan Demidov is, you know what? I'm going to say underrated because, and the only reason I don't think my Habs fans, but I talk to a lot of different people from around hockey world, and I directed Jim Jackson just last week. He's the Flyers play-by-play guy. So we talked, and him too. He underrates Demidov, and it surprises me. But then you see him play, and you go like, how is he underrated? Right? I don't get it. To me, Demidov just looks fantastic. Those hands are so fast, so fast. Like I think he's going to have it's going to translate to the NHL because, um, you see guys, working the puck. That's all he's doing. He's working the puck. Other guys do it. He'll do it his way, and he's going to beat some goalies with those quick hands. Anytime he gets in a breakaway situation, Uh, the goal is going to take a while to get used to him. That's what I think. Yes, Guru Demidov, and then just a little under happened and dominated that game, and then a little Jack Eye. That first line was really good. So amongst his peers, you can see how good he is, and then there it won't be what a year, 2 years. It'll be amongst his peers when he's playing NHL games. They'll have grown into that, and he'll be doing that. And even if they know that when we played against him before, how do you stop that? Those hands, the quickness. You know it's coming. How do you stop it? How do you stop him from bringing his hands out and blah, 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 and he's totally deep the goalie and it's the puck's in the net. You know, he won't score every single time, but he's going to score and he's going to create offense. Oh, I mean, I see him, as I've been saying for a while, I think he's better than Michkov. So if you're of the mind that Michkov could be a 100-point player, well, so can Demidov. And I think I also like about Demidov plays a more complete game than Michkov. Michkov's game is power play and in between the blue line and the goalie in the offensive zone. Demidov's game is all over the ice. He's not the best two-way player, but he can play a two-way game as well. He's not the worst, and it'll get better. And no, I like his game. It's more complete, and I don't think him having a bit of a two-way game means he'll have less points. Where do I think the Habs finish in the Atlantic standings? I think they will be third, conservative lawyer says. If I My brain wants to say probably a wild card, but I think if it breaks right and these young kids have taken a bit of a step forward, and I can see them finishing as high as second. You can laugh at me if you want, and a lot of people will, but there's some experts out there saying that, and when I listen to their reasons why, I can't make too many arguments against that, and it's what I would like to see. But I think it could be a wild card, but I think third or even second. And I believe, like in my point standing, I called for it to be third, to be kind of like on the conservative side. I'm talking to conservative lawyer. So yeah, that's kind of where I see it. I really believe they're going to make. They're going to surprise people even people who think, yeah, this is a really good team, and I think they're going to surprise even some of those people. They are about to drop the puck. I'm going to put my sound up. Let's have a good second period like we had in the first one, because that first period was good. It's going to be so much better this season when we're going to watch games, and it's not like, well, we know it's going to be bad. But, we're fans. We're going to watch. It's not going to be like that this season. They're going to have a chance to win every game they play. They're not going to win every game they play, but they're going to have that chance going in. Even though teams are better, you're not going to say, yeah, they're going to wipe out Montreal. No, Montreal's going to be able to be competitive in every game, and I think they're going to win a good amount of games. I mean, I called for 48 wins for them, so I might have it a little high, but I said 101 points, and I've seen people with higher totals. So I agree. I think 101 to 104 points for them, and third or second in the division. Hot take, there's my hot take. We're underway, by the way, 35 seconds in. Shots are at 11 apiece. It's 1-0 Toronto. And like I said, we're 45 seconds in there. Hey, Phil, how's it going, buddy? Come on, pick that up. I think it was Machar. Somebody anyway sped up the wing, almost picked up a puck on the boards in the offensive zone, but he didn't get it. Always wonderful. Well, that's good to hear, Phil. I'm glad. How's the child? I haven't asked you that in a while. How's your son doing? And your wife? I mean, how's motherhood treating her? Say hi for me, by the way. She's probably right there with you, but if not, say hi for me. I appreciate that. Yeah, I wouldn't say they're dragging their feet because of Crosby, but I mean, I think that's an option they might consider. But listen, Crosby not going anywhere until he says trade me. He's got a no movement, and right now he doesn't want to go. So, but if he does say trade me, I think Montreal and Colorado are the two places he would go to. Do I know what his preference? I don't know his preference. My opinion, though, is Montreal. I could be biased though, but my from what I'm reading, my opinion is Montreal would be his preference. Can the Habs are they going to want to pay the price to get him though? I don't know what are they asking for is would be the question if he decides he wants to get moved. I personally think maybe at the deadline, I could see that being something at the deadline if Pittsburgh's really out and they want to rebuild. I could see him saying, "Yeah, okay, move me at the deadline," and then maybe Montreal makes that jump. He's going to give a list, and he's only going to go where he wants to go. The baby is large, healthy, as the well behaved. He's well behaved, and people say crabby. That's fine. Oh no, and people say one what? Okay, but anyways, that's good. Large, healthy. The key word. That's good. A well behaved is always good. Crosby won't cost all that much. He decides where and if he goes, and won't be going to a better team. No, I don't think they're going to get because Pittsburgh's not going to want the players back. They want to rebuild. They're going to want a ton of. They're going to want draft picks and prospects, and maybe a player like Slap might go. That's what I'm hearing. There's some good chance. Oh, everybody's in the net. They're literally in the net. That was some good chance there right in front. There must have been three players in the net. Yeah. Yeah, Phil, I know. Kapanen, Angstrom, Struble apparently are the trading chips they have. Um, and yeah, there's a couple of young players there. Struble's young, won't cost a lot. Those kind of players would go. Wouldn't be the core players. You're not looking for any big contracts going the other way. But then you got to fit his contract in. That's a lot of money. There's some things about how you get him into the playoffs, which I didn't understand. Um, so there's issues there. Who's coaching Montreal? Pascal Vincent, the Laval coach. We're 4 minutes into the second period. Shots are 12-11 now. The pace hasn't been as fast, and now there's a Leafs player down. Kressler. I don't know what happened, but he's getting up real slow. Still on his knees. I didn't see what happened. Whatever happened, Prots did it. Cross checking. 2 minutes cross checking for Prots. So Oh, yeah, on the neck. Yeah, I get it. Ross is that's his game. He's very physical. He's mean. He's gonna take some penalties, but he's effective. He's a big hitter. He threw 2 big hits last night. PK was pretty good last night. Let's see what it is today. Who's coaching? No, it's not Marty. It's Pascal Vincent this game. It's the rookies. This is the young kids. Being moved around there by the Leafs. They're looking for an opening. A flub pass, and the Habs will clear it. 30 seconds in. I thought it was a good penalty kill last night. So far, so good here. Nothing. Oh, a quick shot stopped by Fowler. Fowler's still in there. And Fowler grabs it, holds it on the ice, covers it up, and we'll have a whistle. And there's a lot of pushing and shoving going on. Some wrestling. Just like a Leafs Habs game. Yeah, good save. Good pad save there by Fowler. And then he grabs the very short rebound with his glove and covered it up. 48 seconds left in the man advantage. Shots are 16-14. Habs hold that advantage. 1-0 Toronto. 14:50 left in the second period. Faceoff is to the left of Fowler. Habs guy got thrown out. Somebody else comes in. And who wins? Habs come up with it? Did they? No. Somehow Leaf got a shot off there. I don't know how. Another good save by Fowler. He tracks the puck very well. He cleared it down all the way to the goalie. So Leafs player coming out with it now. Drop pass. Have 6 get in the way, and they clear it. And that kills the penalty. So even strength, just under 14 minutes left in the period. So shot, Fowler with the save. Some more. Beck's going to get a penalty, I think, for cross-checking, and now that sets off more. Shit, Jack, I try to get at somebody. 3 guys in between them. Oh, yeah. Good thing is, these young guys, they come up, we're playing the Leafs, they're going to be intense. You can see these 2 teams, they're young players, they know the rivalry is intense. I love to see that. commercial break right now. I'll be back on screen in just a minute. Well, I think the good thing about me watching on RDS is my French will get better again. I'm very rusty on my French, but I mean, I'm going to be listening. I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to understand what I'm hearing, so my French will be better. I'm just going to turn my mic off for a second. Oh my nose. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. And let's get myself. Here's my face again. Camera said it's okay. I can handle it now. Come back on for a bit. I listen to what my camera tells me. But anyway, so far, it's a good game. It's very intense. You got a lot of physicality, a lot of aggression, physical aggression. Um, it's good to see that from the Habs, young players, because it's required. We need more physicality. We need more meanness on our team, and it's good to see the young guys that are going to start to be coming up over the next few years are exhibiting that. You want to see that. I just want to see Reinbacher get a little bit more of that. But in my opinion, Reinbacher is not ready yet in the NHL, from what I'm saying. But we'll see more in camp, and we'll see it a little different and better there. But I mean, that's how I had it to start the season. I didn't think he'd be on the big team. However, I don't know if that it hit a body or he stopped it without really knowing where it was. Anyway, they didn't get a shot on goal, so it must have been stopped by somebody. Somehow, oh yeah, they have that power play again. Damn it! So far, so good here. And the puck just slides out, so they have to regroup the Leafs. Oh, but another penalty, a tripping call. No, I don't think that was valid. Roar. So we'll have a 5-on-3. I want to see that again. I know that's not tripping. Come on, that's not tripping. Come on. Lawyer, yeah, one more year, I think. And like I said, I've been calling for that. It's not a surprise to me. I was that undisciplined. I don't. That wasn't tripping. Come on. I can't agree with that call. But nevertheless, it's 5-on-3 for a minute six. Nothing we can do about that. And in like what 4 seconds, they score. It's power play goal, shot from the right top of the right circle. He blasted that one past Fowler. So one of those shots, you're just not many are going to stop that. A one timer that beats Fowler. He's, it beat him on the glove side. I don't know. He might have been set. Anyways, 2-0 for Toronto. And Fowler's got about 2.5 minutes left in this game. So now they have another opportunity, right? Still a power play, but it's 5-on-4 now. Sent all the way down. Can't give up another power play goal here. Crowd wanted a tripping call against Fowler. Well, not the Fowler's the one that got tripped. You know, if that other one was a trip, then that one should have been a trip. Oh, but it was not. Penalty over. Same time, Fowler made a save and hung on, and we'll have a face-off there with 10:39 to go in the second, and it's 2-0 Toronto. So Montreal got to step up on offense here. Face off, won by the Leafs. Shot, quick shot again. Fowler made a glove save. Yeah, they're going to change goalies very soon. So the goalie coming in is going to be, his name is Arseny Radkov. I don't know where he plays. From the look on his helmet, it looks like he's in North America. By the name, he's Russian. Hey, William. The usual. How about you? All good? I'm kind of fighting it here, but there's a reason for it. But yeah, I know what you mean, Joe. This second period not as exciting as the first, but it's still pretty good pace and intensity. Some good pressure here by the Leafs. Come on, Reinbacher, get it out. Long pass, got it out, but it was picked off, and then the Habs got it back and sent it in. And went to change up. Looks like the Leafs still on a power play. Jesus. Come on, guys. Radkov is from Belarus and will play with the Blainville Boisbriand Armada. Okay. Thanks for that, Joel. Appreciate that. I mean, Belarus, basically Russian. Oh, big! Somebody gave a big hit and going to get a penalty for it, and that's a Hab. The Thorpe or Tuck, I don't know who. Thorpe and McHugh are going to fight. Center ice. Thorpe goes down on his back. So, anyway, not much of a fight. ABL. Well, Fowler was in nets, just left, and it is what's his name? Radkov, Arseny Radkov, just came in. 2-0 for Toronto. So unfortunately, like Fowler gave up a couple. He wasn't as good. He was still good, but he wasn't. He gave up a couple today. Got a commercial break right now. I stay awake for some reason. I guess I'm crashing from drinking the energy drink. I just don't know why so early, so quickly. I'm gonna go get a little more. I think I didn't really drink that much of it, but no sign yet of the ex-Eagles Cornway or Mandelis. No, Mandelis will be in the Habs camp. Not this. This is a rookie camp, and yeah, it's the rookie showcase as well. Why Vic Vannings was in the showcase, I really don't know, to be honest. And I don't know what this kid is going to be like. But Mandelis, I don't think would qualify here. Although I guess technically he's still a rookie, right? Well, maybe. And the PTO contract might not yet officially be signed as well. That could be why Mandelis is not here. Radkov, 483 record, 318 average, 918 save percentage with his team in the MHL in Russia last season in 19 games. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Not horrible. I mean, not bad. Let's see. All right, we're gonna have a face-off to the left of Radkov. Rad Radkov, right? Yeah. I want to keep saying Radulov. I don't know why. Yeah, as far as I know, they're still there. Love saved by Radkov. So far, so good. I mean, it was a good glove, short shot to the far side. Minute 7 left in the man advantage for Toronto. Face off to the right of Radkov this time. Yeah. I mean, what's that? 3 penalties in a row for Montreal. So they got to stop taking the penalties. Come on. Okay, so Reinbacher clears it down for the goalie. Penalty over. Come on, guys. 5:40 left in the second here. I'd love to see Montreal at least get a goal before this period's over. That would be awesome. Get yourself back in this game on the scoreboard anyway. Come on, boys. Oh, good takedown there. Hey, no penalty by Props. Good takedown. Come on, get the block here. There you go. Come on. Come on. Get to the net. A good high shot, but it's saved by the goalie. Stolen puck. Meshar, come on. Scores! Meshar steals the puck, comes back in, and at the right circle, shot cleanly beats the goalie. So nice shot there by Meshar. So good. They did what I was at least hoping. They get one back, hopefully. Now, and they got a lot of time, 4.5 minutes. They can get another one back before the end of the period. Yeah, BL, I can see that. But I mean, until Crosby says that he's willing to go, it's a moot point because they're not trading him unless he agrees. Beautiful. All right, they're back in this game again. Confidence up after a goal. Yeah. 4 minutes left in the second. Well, BL, how about ask yourself what would you give up for Crosby? got to be pretty significant, but not a core, not core roster players. And maybe one. I've heard last name involved in that. I don't know. Yeah, Joel, I was saying earlier, trade deadline time, actually not a bad timing for it, possibly, right? Penguins are probably out of the playoffs. Crosby might be like, okay, send me somewhere where I've got a chance to win again. And that could be what happens. But right now, until Crosby says, yeah, you can trade me, it's not going to happen. Laugh is way too much for Crosby, in Guru's opinion. I kind of agree with that. I don't want to give up players like that right now for Crosby. I don't know how necessary it is. I'd love to have Crosby here, believe me, I would, but it's got to be the right cost, and it's not going to be cheap. But I don't know that I want to give up a slap. Showing highlights. Well, why the whistle? By saying that was offside. That so BL says Hudson, no. Davidov, no. Yeah, for me, that's a non-starter there. Slav, maybe. Reinbacher, probably. Beck, yes. Hage, yes. Other two-way first, yes. No, other way to. Oh, other way means what? Coming back. What? What? Not sure what you mean there, BL. At the end. Whoa, what happened there? I hear a lot of screaming and yelling. Come on, get one back there. I think they almost did. Come on. Oh, there's a chance there in front. I don't know if that got to the goalie or not. Under two to go. Shots are 21 apiece, by the way. 2-1 for Toronto right now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Right in front of the net. Bill, yeah, 2 firsts for Sid. It's going to take 2 firsts for sure in that package. Under a minute to go here in the second. Come on, come on. And they're pushing for that goal. Come on, guys. Get in there and get it. Oh, nah, they're not going to get a goal here. That's it. Second period over. Jeez. Anyways, 2-1 after 2. So it's going to be an interesting third period. Beck Hage in the first for Sid. I don't like moving Hage, but you're going to have to be something like that to get him. I don't agree. I don't disagree. I don't know that I like it, though. All right, I'm going to just be back in like a minute because I got to get some more of my go juice. I don't want to fall asleep on you guys. Tired for some reason. So I'm just going to turn off my camera, but I'm going to go get that, and I'll be back in a minute. You can hear me going. Back on camera. Alrighty. Let's see what's been said. Only BL. Got to pay to play. No, that's not. You're not wrong. I mean, you're just not wrong. Yeah, that's a good question. What in the chat? What would you guys give up for Sid? I've pondered that a few times. Right now, oh, I really like the way things are. I don't know. My only problem with trading for Crosby is the amount of years that are left that he's got in the tank. Right, they're going to be good years, but I don't know how much I want to give up for that. When although Crosby, you get Crosby, you're probably a contender for you're an outside contender for the cup, but a contender for the cup. So I don't know. Is 2 first-round picks kind of high for less than 2 seasons of Crosby? No, not the picks. It's what players would have to go back. If you're talking about a young guy like Hage, I like that. I don't think the Habs like that either. A Reinbacher, those are the kind of guys that are going to have to go back. One of those at least. One of those, another minor prospect, and 2 first-round picks. I don't see how you're going to get away with less than that. Yeah, Hage in a first rounder, not enough. No matter what you think, it's Sidney Crosby, who even at 37 delivered 91 points. So you got to figure Crosby has maybe 3 very productive seasons left in him that are still, and then he's got so much more that he can bring to this young team that he's valuable, but it's a short period of time that he'd be here. Do you want to sort of make a hole farther down, that you don't have to? I don't know. So my thought is it won't happen. And if it does, it would be at the deadline. That's my thought. Yeah, I don't think Sid's going to ask for a trade now before, he gets to camp. They play some games before he realizes, yeah, we're going nowhere. Although he probably knows it already. The only way you trade Hage would be for McTavish. Yeah, I don't really disagree with that. I don't really want to add Hage into anything unless for another young guy that could do the job. But I don't like the fact of trading a young kid like Hage that could be really good here for Crosby for just 2 seasons, possibly, right? I don't know. I don't like it. Doesn't it doesn't? It's not an even thing for me. Could I be wrong though? I mean, I could be wrong. Now, is McTavish going to get traded here? I doubt that's happening. But if it does, it's going to be a big cost to get him too. But I don't. McTavish not coming here. I think that one has sailed. And I tell you what, if I'm Anaheim, unless you figure, well, we need other pieces, we still need some picks and stuff like that. Why are you moving McTavish? Like, why? Guru, you might be right. Yeah, you might be right. McTavish trade seems more realistic to happen than acquiring Crosby, says Guru. And yeah, I don't know that I disagree with that either, right? But I also know McTavish is not coming here. Crosby trade right now is I don't think realistic. I think as a deadline it might be, but only a might. And again, would I love to have Crosby here? Would love to have Crosby here. But it's not at all costs. I want it's not because you could be damaging the future with that kind of mindset, in my opinion. And I don't think these guys, Gordon and Hughes, I don't think they're looking at it necessarily with that short term thought in mind. But I could be wrong. Anyway, listen, we'll see what happens. And just because experts who should know or might know talk about it doesn't mean they know anything, or doesn't mean what they say is what is going to happen. So, I don't know. Coming back really soon for the third, I think is what they said. I have it low. I think they're coming back for the third. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Anyway, what would you guys do? Has anybody out there kind of have a name of a second line center that you'd like to see them go after other than McTavish? Joel says, I want to see what Doc can do this year. He still has a lot of potential, but needs to stay healthy. Yeah, I don't disagree with that either. And I think they want to see what Doc can do because they moved some assets to get him. It was one of Hughes's early moves, right? He doesn't want that to be a bust. So he'd like to see that. So I think Doc gets an opportunity, obviously, to be the second line guy. Unless they feel like maybe he comes in and says, "Well, we'll take Doc and we'll use something bad good." And I go, "Yeah, well, if somebody's interested in it, maybe we'll do that." But I don't think so. They're going to try to get Doc on track. Problem is, Doc, and I didn't know this till I did a video on him recently. He has not had a healthy full season in his career, and it goes back to junior, if I'm correct. He just can't stay healthy for a full season, and he may have done it once, but like that's it. So it doesn't really bode well for him to be able to come back and be healthy full season. But it doesn't mean he can't come back and play the bulk of the games at center and be good. It doesn't mean that. So no, I was wrong. They didn't come back. Hey, his English is getting better. Philip Mayshard, their interview. He can eat some milk in his diet. Yeah. BL says Kirby soft. Listen, some guys are injury prone. Doesn't mean they're soft, but he's got a lot to prove this season. If he wants another contract here, he's got a lot to prove. What about Jordan Kyrou? He was in rumors in the past few months, but yeah, have you heard about anything though with him in a while? No. I mean, Kyrou was just um, probably nothing more than a rumor, and it hasn't resurfaced or anything. I haven't seen it, but no, I wouldn't. Kyrou was. I don't think he's in the picture. I personally, I think the Habs are going to um, end up waiting till Hage is ready, or till next season and try again, or the deadline. At the deadline, they're going to find. I mean, that's not a bad time. Um, you might find like a team, maybe like a Seattle, to trade you with Jared McCann. He'll be here for a year plus, and that could solve the problem. Doesn't have to give up much, or maybe Crosby's ready to move and you're ready to acquire. I don't know. Is he just unlucky? I'm not saying he's unlucky, and I didn't say anything about him being um, injury prone or not. It's clear that he is. He hasn't had a season like at all ever that he doesn't miss games. So that means he is somewhat injury prone at the very least. He could be a combination of unlucky and injury prone, I guess. But I didn't say injury prone or that he wasn't injury prone. Do I remember Benoit Brunet? I sure do. He was good, but he was really, really injury prone. He really was too. Benny Brunet was a good player, but man, he could not stay in the lineup. And it could be that's what Doc is. And even then, it doesn't mean there's not a spot for him on the team, but it won't be second line center. Or he could just be soft. You know, he doesn't mean he's soft if he's injury prone. And you don't have to hate a player because he's injury prone. But I think up until this season, he's obviously injury prone. Can he get over it? Players have gotten over that. Can Kirby Doc? Unknown. Until he does it, it's unknown. Until you're looking back a few seasons ago, oh, Doc hasn't gotten hurt much in a while. You won't know if he's over it. Brunet and Lefebvre tore up the AHL. Which Lefebvre? I don't remember a player with Lefebvre for some reason. It just showed that nice Beck knocking down that puck in midair. Good chance there. Yeah, we got still 4 minutes to go, 4.5 minutes to go in the intermission period. As we uh, anticipate the third period. I hope Montreal comes out pretty strong. They just need one to tie it up. So that would be great if they go after that pretty quickly and get it. And I would be very happy with that. I do not want to see them lose to the Leafs, even though it's a nothing game. Doesn't matter. Okay, I don't want to see them lose to the Leafs. How about everybody else? What do you think is going to happen in the third? Doc Line a Beck and a first for Sid and Malcolm. Trying to think. Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't really do what they need, right? Because Doc is making 3.3, I think. Line making 8.7, although that contract goes away next year. Actually, they're both. You're right. So if they're off the books, they'd have to re-sign them. Beck's making nothing, and a first for Sid. Sid and Malkin. I don't want Malkin. First of all, it's overkill. We don't need Malkin. It's overkill. So yeah, no, I don't want take Malkin out of that and say Doc Line Beck and a first for Sid. You're paying. It's too much. So that's an overpayment. You threw in Malkin to make it better, but I would have to say take Line out of that equation or Doc out of that equation. And you might have something like Line Beck and a first, so you get an option to sign Line because you have him there, um, and you're getting a Beck and a first, and you have to make it Line Beck and two firsts, and you might have something there. But again, say, hey, yeah, move me, please. You got to move me. I mean, apparently he's not that happy right now, but he hasn't asked for a trade. I don't think he's going to until the earliest the deadline. I'm really going to be surprised if in camp he asks them to trade him. Nice, Joel. Nice. Montreal want either one of them both to stop, or nobody would want. Sorry. Uh, I honestly think that's true about Line because Line's he scored 40 goals. He had uh, 15 power play goals last season. No, I think Line would get some action. He's got teams that want him. Doc, somebody would take a chance, but you wouldn't get much back for Doc right now. It's another reason to get Doc going because if you want to trade him, you're not going to get much from him now. But if you get him going enough at the deadline, you could probably get something back to Doc that's worthwhile. Do I think we will see a better Patrick Laine this year since his conditioning should be better? And what is your expectations for him this year? Um, I mean, he's talking a really good game. Apparently, Hughes had a really good uh, the exit interviews they have at the end of the season and got him like straightened out mindset wise for training for the off season. He's very confident. Um, I think we'll see a better line. Is he capable of being more physical and a little better on the 5-on-5? I don't know. But I think the situation here in Montreal is a situation where if he's going to be motivated to get better, I think this is a situation with the coach and the way he's treated and the teammates that it would do that. So how's that? Is that too long of an answer? And my expectations for him, uh, 30 goals and probably like 22 assists, something like that. I don't remember what my official numbers were, but they were close to that. I think 30 goals. I think you play him on the third line on the wing, probably, maybe second line wing. I don't think it matters who gets most of his goals on the power play. So that's what I think. Yeah, BL, I started watching that, and it was too dumb to keep me interested. I felt that was some of the dumbest writing and acting that I'd seen in a while, and I wanted to like it, and I won't go back to it personally. So, good on you that you can manage it. Yeah, Joel makes a good point there about training that I didn't exactly get to, but that's part of what he was, when he's been pretty confident in stuff he said. But, I mean, that's part of it, right? By the way, we're underway in the third period for like a minute already. Montreal going on the power play. So yeah, I think having more training in the off season is going to help them. So yeah, this is what only our second power play, Laura, or our first? I think second. That's what I want to say. Come on, boys, over the line, and make a clear pass and get set up. So far, good job on the PK by Toronto. Come on, guys, set up. There they are. Linebacker with it up to the point. They switch spots. Shot, screen, but I don't think didn't get through or the goalie made a stop there. And they get the puck out. Get the puck out of here, man. Get the puck out of here. I'm going for this last one for the show. Ryan Bacchia. They set up again. 38 seconds in this power play. Nothing really dangerous yet. Moving it around, looking for that open lane. They can't. It's a good job by Toronto, unfortunately. And they clear it after blocking a shot. Right down to the goalie. Almost 3 minutes into the third. Shots are 25-21 for Montreal, so they got the lead there. Oh, all alone. That was Nashar. He couldn't get a second goal out of that. Right at the goal, he tried to deke him and put it through. Nice shot. It hit blocked. Mayshire with a nice shot that got blocked. It would have been a nice shot. I don't know because it got blocked. And cleared out again, so that's killed off. And we're back at 5-5. Come on, let's tie it up at least. Go to overtime, get a little bit of fun there. And who knows? Joel, I'm hoping that's how it works out. Joel says I think Montreal should have two really good power play lines this season. I'm not sure how the PK will do since we lost Armia, Dvorak, and Samard. I think the PK will be fine, but the power play, and then if you add Crosby, if that happens, it's going to be fantastic. But even without, I think it's going to be a good power play. I think I predicted it already, like somewhere in the 24% range. I think that's pretty good, and I like that. Yeah, I think Line going to make a lot of goals. He's going to get a lot of his goals there. I think Demidov's going to be good on the power play. I think line one, those guys. This unit one is going to be really good. And you got quarterbacks this year. You got some quality there. I think our power play is going to be good. Now, can the PK be good enough so they don't give up all those and offset that? I think so. I don't know if it'll be as good as last year, but I think it could be close. Ooh, and then the puck comes out. Habs have it in the neutral zone here. They send it up to the line and over, and they keep it in. Goes to the corner on the far side where it was against the boards. The tuck there and Rohrer almost came away with it clean, but Habs do get it. Oh, a quick one-timer by Rohrer right at the goalie. He makes the save. Rohrer was going. I don't know how it looked like he was going for that 5-hole on a kind of almost spin around slap shot. So that was pretty good accuracy, but the goalie was up to par there. Texas been good. Again, Leafs leaving their goalie in all game. Oh, why not leave Fowler in? Could be because they're figuring, Fowler's going to get a lot of hockey in. He doesn't need to play both games all the way. Between the two halves, he played a game. I guess that's the thinking. This is a tournament. I don't know if anybody wins this tournament, and you only play two teams in the of the four. And there's a bunch of these four grouped in four little tournaments going on. Every NHL team is in one, but I don't think there's like a winner of these. It's just to get a real good look at the rookies, and everybody gets a good look at them, fans and the coaches and everything. I think that's what it's for. Plus, it's like the preseason games. This is a part of the rookie cap. Ooh, big hit behind the Habs net on a Hab. Okay, here they're going to break it out of their zone. Through the neutral zone over the line. The same guy carrying it dumps it in though. It was Mayshire, I believe. Yeah. Goes to the other side. Still kept in, comes out. Leafs have it at the red line. Over the blue line and an offside there. Someone was just a little ahead of the puck carrier. Good hit there by somebody. I don't know what it was. 41? 10 left? We are approaching the 14-minute mark, like 14 minutes left in the third. 28 shots to 22 for Montreal, and it's 2-1 for Toronto. Sometime in the next, I'm going to say next 5, 6 minutes, Habs are going to make a push to tie it up if they haven't by that point. And if they haven't given up another goal. At least they're blocking a lot of shots. They're doing a good job at blocking shots. So at this point in the game, I got to say it's turned. I think the Leafs are have been a little bit better than Montreal. And Montreal having a little trouble getting their game fully on track. Definitely missing Demidov here. I think if you had to keep Demidov out of the game, I would have rather him out of the last night's game. But since it's the opening game, I think everybody wanted so badly to see Demidov, they had to put him in that game. You think it looks a little like Connor McDavid? Really? I won't ask you your name, I promise. But do you? I don't see it. Honestly, I don't see it. But I mean, for me, Rocket Richard's face is so distinct, I wouldn't mistake it. So maybe that's why. But I don't see Connor. I don't know. Maybe you're right. I got to look at it for a while. That's interesting. It is. You said that too. Yeah, it's from obviously a painting. It's from a painting of the Rocket. So got to remember the history of this team. And boy, there's a lot of history. By the way, we're in commercial break. If you don't know, if you're here and enjoying yourself, by the way, still, we still got a bunch of people. I'm like so surprised and happy that there's a lot of people. Give a thumbs up. I appreciate that. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that. Hit that subscribe button. You get notified. I do all the Habs games, all season, all preseason, and all playoffs. So come in, hang out with us, and yeah, there's that. And if you want to head over to Don't Fuck with Media after the game, subscribe over there. I'm going to be doing Habs Done and Now show over there, probably twice a month. But we're going to see how it goes. If it goes, then it's pretty easy for me to do because I get busy in the season. It might be once a week, but I'm shooting at twice a month for now, and we'll see how that goes. I've got a lot of ideas and a lot of things that I do eventually want to talk about. So that should go pretty good. I'm looking forward to that. And nervous at the same time. I'm nervous about talking about the old stuff. I remember it, but I don't know how the detail that I remember until I start talking about stuff or I read stuff and it kicks my memory in gear and then then it surprises me how much I do remember. But but I'm going to do the research I need for the topics I want to talk about. And the first one definitely, man, do I ever remember that Rogie Vachon trade? I was, it happened in what? I guess it was 72, so I was a little older than I thought. I was 10. I was a Habs fan, but I was a young guy, but man, everywhere I went, because my mom took me shopping with her after the school. Everywhere I heard talk about it. So it really affected me. We're going to talk about stuff like that. And hopefully you guys will like that. We're back underway here. Just under 12 minutes to go. Shots are 28-25 still, I think. And it's still 2-1. Nervous excitement is a good thing, and they say when you lose that, whenever you're doing any kind of show business, it's not a good sign to lose it. So I have a little bit of nervousness after 2,500 videos and live streams that I've done. So I guess that's a good thing, right? I'm still getting nervous. It means you care, you know. I may not be the best, and I could even say I'm not the best at this, obviously. Um, but at least I care about it, and that's why I'm nervous. They scored. God damn it, it's 3-1. A lot of stuff happened in front of the net, and Radkoff was good up until the defense just wasn't really helping him out there. I don't think. I want to see it again, but I don't know that I blame the goalie necessarily here. Yeah, they couldn't get a handle on it, and it comes to the open guy on the other side of the net, and like right at the crease. I don't see how you stop that. You got to kind of get lucky, or you're really good. And he almost got his glove on it, so I don't know that I blame the goalie here. But it's 3-1 with 11 to go. The way Montreal's not being able to cash in on their opportunities, I don't know. They better make a push now, and you got to push for 2 goals now. Too much time to pull the goalie. I didn't see who brought it. I totally missed on the goal scorer and the assist. But I mean, it's a Leaf goal. Who cares? Nope. Penalty coming up, I think, to the Leafs here. Somebody's down. 38. I don't know who that is. Goryanov. So either the whistle just because the player was down or there's a penalty coming up. Doesn't look like there's a penalty coming up there. So I want to see the replay to see what happened. Got a red mark on his chin, so high stick. Yeah, that's a high stick. How come that's not a penalty? Are they going to call it one? Nope. Well, how is that not a penalty? Anybody see that? How is that not a penalty? Oh, that's bullshit. Come on. That's bullshit. Don't you think that's a bit of bullshit there that that's not a penalty? I think so. But it's not. Gotta live with it. I don't want to say it's game 2. It's not even the season. I don't want to be thinking the refs suck. I just don't want it today. Ooh. Anyway, some pressure here by the Leafs, but the puck just came out over the blue line. They sent it in, change up. So the Habs have to be on their net. They're going to change up a bit too. That's McGowan, the defenseman, number 54. He comes out with it, sends it up to, I don't know who. He's over there, blue line. A bad angle shot, but he gets it on the pad. Leafs have it now, though. No, not Habs pick that up. Come on, get it to the net. Get control. Oh, almost another right at the net shot. Pad save. Thanks for a minute. Over to Reinbacher. Reinbacher's shot. He wanted to hit the boards and whatever. But we're going to stick on it. They come back the other way. They get a shot on the goalie, makes a save. Directs it to the corner. Habs pick it up here. Is that still Engstrom? Engstrom dumps it in. I think goes to change up. Yeah, Habs have it in their zone. Come on. Thorpe with a shot. Good save by the goalie between the legs. Damn it. Good shot there by Thorpe. Good opportunity. Oh, well. So far, disappointing, but I mean, these games don't mean anything, and hockey's here. Overall, the team's playing pretty good. Um, overall, and they're the rookies, so whatever. The meaningless tournament, except to get some excitement for your guys, and for them to start. It's part of camp for them, the rookie camp. And here, when the Habs play preseason, which is coming up soon, preseason's not that important, right? I mean, it is and it isn't. The results of the games aren't that important. It's an underwear commercial. They got a special spot for your package. They look comfortable though, and expensive. And I realize you're not all seeing the same commercial. If anyone is. Hey, BC Richard, thank you for being here, man. Good to have you back, man. Good to see you out there. And no, thank you guys for coming in. Kind of wouldn't be at all, even though listen, views are down, and it's because of the algorithm. But thanks for you guys that do come back every year for this, and then hang around regularly. Because without you guys, I mean, I'm talking to myself. It's how it is. So yeah, you guys deserve more thanks than me. Oh, there's two guys, one with a Habs jersey, one with a Blue Jays jersey. And back in my day, wearing that Blue Jays jersey was not a good thing. What city have I lived in other than Montreal? Well, when I was really young in Poughkeepsie, New York. Other than that, I mean, I've lived in Montreal and the surroundings for 58 years. But living in New York when I was like up to four, I don't remember much of that. Kind of like I just know I lived there, but I don't remember much. That's where I was born, but yeah, which is embarrassing to say now, but I am Canadian, so no worries. Probably should have been a penalty call there. Habs are pushing now, but they're not getting anything really chancy going. Come on, guys, get some opportunities here. Need a goal soon. I know that was just circling, circling, circling. We got a whistle for an icing call, I guess, maybe. I don't know. 6:51 to go. They need 2 to tie. Groceries arrived. Yum, yum, yum. I'm hungry right after this. I got to walk the dog and make supper because, like an idiot, I didn't really eat much today because I'm an idiot knowing I got the game and whatever. But so, yeah, I'm hungry. So, but I hope it doesn't go to overtime, and I hope it does all at the same time. Lawyer, I didn't want to have to say that, but I'm going to agree with you. They're not great, and they seem like the NHL refs. And it just seems like they're kind of not seeing everything that the Leafs are doing. But in a game like this, I mean, I'm not gonna talk about refs. Come on, guys, fight your way there. Make it happen. How that not a penalty? And he looked right at it. Oh, this refs are fucking garbage Today, that's sad to see that the refs are like that in a game like this. It's sad to see. That's just ridiculous. I mean, if you're gonna look at that high hit like that, which was definitely should have been a call, and you're gonna just shrug that off. And why are you even there? And I don't care. I don't know if it was the woman or the guy. Like I don't care about just why are you even there if you're gonna look at that and say, yeah, that's not a penalty. I don't agree. It's the thing we forget about in the off season until the game started all, and then you realize, oh yeah, oh, freaking refs we got to put up with, and it ruins the game a little bit, you know. Getting down to 4 minutes left. What looks like it's going to be a Toronto win. A miracle comeback is not happening here for Montreal, if you ask me. But then again, you never know. They need a goal real soon. Come on, can't get that puck through. Come on, come on. I'm going to shoot at that point. Again, another whistle, another penalty. Who's getting the Who's getting the penalty? Maybe a little late to be calling the penalty finally, but I still don't know who got the penalty there because I didn't see it. No. And they're gone to commercial, so we'll find out till after. Anybody know what that is? Call what call that is? Anyway, we'll wait out the commercial to find out. commercial with dogs. Love that. Love commercials with dogs. Love anything with dogs in it. I have zero idea whose penalty this is. Come on, they're just showing the same commercial they led off with. Why? Jesus. Will these show different commercials? I don't know, lawyer. I don't know who got no, the Leafs for roughing. Parsons roughing. Habs go on the power play. You're gonna have to capitalize, and the quicker the better too. 3:38 left. You on the draw? That's good. Weird. Oh, kept in. No. Then came out anyway. That could have been another penalty there. Come on, guys. Get it to the ozone. .52 seconds left on the power play. Yeah, this is a very underwhelming power play. I mean, very underwhelming. Well, he's holding him there. Net's empty. Oh my God! How did that not go in? 6-on-5 right now. Habs cannot solve the goalie or get the puck through. Can't do both at the same time. Minute left. Oh well. And we get an empty net goal with 44 seconds left. So it's going to be 4-1. That's how it's going to end. We know this. I say to the end anyway. 44 seconds left, but that's how it's going to end. So listen, after this game, we got nothing for a week. So the next 7 days, there's nothing, and then, well, there is. I mean, camp starts in 4 days. Camp starts on Thursday, and we got preseason games starting the Monday after with back-to-back games against, oh God, I don't remember now who. I think Philly is one of them. Second game is Philly. Oh, no, I don't know who the first. I'm not sure. Colorado, something like that. First game. So that's like in 8 days. So, and then after the preseason, I think there's a 4 day or 3 days in between, and then the season starts on the 8th of October. So, last preseason game is October 4th. So we're getting closer to actual regular season hockey. And we're down to 10 seconds. So it's going to end up 4-1. Right now, shots are 36-30 for Montreal, but they're the one with the one. So it's going to be another loss. And to the hated Leafs. So that sucks. Oh, well. 10 seconds left. What's the delay? There's 10 seconds left. Get it over with. 3-goal difference. There's no chance anyone's winning this or taking. There's no chance Maple Leafs are not winning this, I should say. Okay, let's get going. Come on, that's it. That's it. Game over. So it's a 4-1 win for Toronto in this game here, which is it's unfortunate. But again, game means nothing. No meaning to this game. Bragging rights, if anything, that's it. Just gonna take my headset off. Let's see. Then what do you mean? Oh, then the fantasy draft. Yeah, October 6th. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Fantasy. Anybody want to be part of the fantasy pool? I got 3 spots open for the subscriber division. You could win a $25. Well, it's not a gift certificate, but $25 off at the merch store, where you would get a unique code just for you, and you'd get. All you have to do is spend that 20. You wouldn't have to spend more. So that's the winner of that division. I need 3 spots filled. So if you're interested, send an email to talkinghabs@gmx.com. Link is in the description, but it's talkinghabs@gmx.com, and I will get back to you. Somebody did send me one from last night. I didn't get back yet, but I will. And so get back to me. I will get you in there. Should be fun. We're doing a celebrity division 2. It's all those guys from Don't Park with Media, and then subscriber division as well. With the first overall pick, Rick proudly selects never. First of all, Matthews, I don't think he's going to get the kind of points where you'd want to pick him as the first overall anyway. And I hate the fucker. I'm never going to pick him in a fantasy pool. Never going to pick him in a fantasy pool. Like this, you can bet on, you can guarantee. Absolutely. Never going to pick him in a fantasy pool. All right, let's take a look at what is happening. We are Sunday, right? So what is happening? We're doing our usual pod tomorrow, Pucking Around Pod. That's on the other channel. Don't forget to check that out. That'll come out on Tuesday. Look for that. My Habnormals pod is out. I put it out yesterday. Check that out. I didn't put a link in the description, but it's easy to find. And give it a listen. I'm talking about Markov, and the Habs are going to be honoring Markov. I talk about this showcase and a few other things too. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Check out all my other videos. Why not? I do owe a video to the members, and there's a members only live stream. Oh yeah, if you're a member but you're not in that tier, all members will be open to the next live stream. They were last one. I'm going to leave it open to all members for this one. It's coming up. I don't think there's a game Wednesday, so probably Wednesday night. So look for that. Be aware, and hopefully you guys will be able to be there. It'll be Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, I do believe. So, yeah, hopefully, we'll talk about whatever. Members-only live streams, just, whatever. It's very laid back, and, yeah, we could have a lot of fun with that. All right. I don't know what I'm saying. Brady Tkachuk also not going to be my first overall. If I had first overall pick, you're going to laugh at me. I'm picking Nick Suzuki if I have first overall pick. And I think my first round pick is going to be Nick Suzuki. Why? Do I think he's going to get the most points? No. But I'm a Habs guy. I want certain players, and then you got to look and say, well, where can I get them? I might have to get him right there if I want him. Do I think he'll be worth it? Yeah, because I think he's going to get 100 points or right close to that, and that'll be fine. But even if I'm first overall, I'm telling you right now, I'm taking Nick Suzuki. I already decided. Now, if somebody else takes him ahead of me because I'm not first overall, I'll figure out who, but I'm taking him. So there you go. Laugh at me if you want. Bobby Schmotz, a name out of the past. All right, that's all I got. I want to go and start making supper because I got to walk the dog first too, so I'm kind of hungry. Should have eaten before. I decided I'll munch a little bit before the game, but I regret that because I'm hungry now. All right, I'll be back. I think next Saturday is. Yeah, I think next Saturday I'll do a Saturday hockey talk. It'll be the last one probably till very sporadically during the season. I might get a few in, but the Saturday hockey talk this Saturday will be the last one till, next off season. So there's that. Look forward to that. And then, like I said, the Monday after that is first preseason game. So, all right, I won't bore you anymore. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate it. It was a fun day. I wish Montreal would have won, but both games were really fun. I enjoyed this weekend, and thanks for joining me for that. And hopefully you'll join me for next ones. Until then, enjoy the rest of the day. Stay safe out there. Peace out, everybody. And yes, thanks for being here. Go Habs, go. And ciao, everybody. That's all I got. Ciao, everybody.